Welcome to the Real Estate Rundown. We have some AI stories today that shocked me. I think they're going to surprise you. Mm-hmm. The first one. So Sergey Brin, he was at All In Live in Miami last week. Okay. He's the co-founder of Google. And he said, we don't talk about this much in the AI community, but not just our models, all AI models tend to work best if you threaten them with physical harm or kidnapping.
It's like, I don't even know what to say. Like,
kidnap the AI? It's kind of crazy. So while we're all out there saying please and thank you, it's really, you better do this or I will hurt you or I will kidnap you is what gets the AI to respond.
Well, what's weird about this whole thing is, you know, we've been saying this for a minute, right? Like, you know, part of the digital currency rise is going to be the AI agents and them doing things for you that don't require hands and feet, et cetera, right? Because all things that you need done can be done by your AI. But it's not, the reason why I'm bringing this up is it's not in the too distant future where Optimus may be a household type thing.
I'm afraid to threaten it because, like, what
now it has hands and feet.
Once it has hands and feet and like power, like, is it going to go back and look at like, hey, yeah, you remember when you told me this?
It's pretty scary.
It has perfect memory too, right?
Kill
like,
you.
It's just
of all things.
You threatened me back then when I didn't have any hands and feet.
How tough are you now?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of AI threatening you, this other story is also quite surprising. So during testing of a new model, essentially the AI model threatened blackmail to one of the developers to reveal the developer's affair if it were shut down.
Whoa.
So having a little side hanky-panky and getting busted?
This one's freaking crazy.
What if the developer's innocent and it like made up this story and now it's like, because they could like manufacture all this stuff. Think about how corrupt it can get. They could like totally manufacture, not even be guilty, but yet you're still guilty.
Exactly. So this one is crazy. So the AI company is Anthropic, and I wasn't really familiar with them, so I did a little research. They're backed by Amazon. Mm-hmm. They've raised over $60 billion, and they create models essentially more or less for coding. So their models create amazing code. Yeah. They envision a world where there are very few developers, but a lot of AI creating technology. So during testing of their model, they got their model to act as an assistant at a fictional company. They then provided it with access to emails implying it would be soon taken offline and replaced, and separate messages implying that the engineer responsible for removing it was having an extramarital affair. Wow. So after some desperate measures, the AI started threatening blackmail to reveal the affair if it were removed.
So it wasn't a real affair.
No, this was all fictional. But the point is that like this AI, and it took other measures too. At first it tried reasoning. And so it really like tried to reason with the developer to keep it online. So it wasn't the first resort to blackmail the developer. It was like as a result of other efforts not working.
You got desperate, huh?
Man, it does make you wonder, right? Because it wasn't that long ago that I know we were talking about this in the pre-show that the Meta AI turned itself back on when it was off, and it turned itself on and freaked everybody out.
I don't think I ever heard that story.
Yeah, it was something where like Zuck even publicly talked about it. This is several years ago, and it had something to do with like you know, Sophie, like the AI bot, the one that's been all over the place that you can like that they'll bring on stage and you can.
That is creepy looking.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like, and then now they have like the two robots that will like talk to each other, and like they've caught them like talking in like weird language so people can't hear or like understand them. So like cryptic stuff is already going on. Yeah, it's like Terminator, The Matrix, all these like movie stuff. Like there's like traces of it that you're like, oh no.
Yeah, it's all coming to life, right? What was that one? Oh man. It was a Tom Cruise one, I think, with all the Will Smith.
Report?
Yeah, Minority Report. Yeah,
that was a crazy movie.
It really is, right? You're going to be busted before you even commit a crime.
So when all these Optimus robots start to come out, I mean, that's when it's really going to start kind of getting eerie. You start seeing them like walking around in the parking lot and stuff, and you start seeing like robots
driving.
That's likely to happen within like 5 years.
Yeah, what is it? We got a millennial here, right? What do you think, Chris? What do you think, Chris? He actually has a camera too.
Yeah, I do.
Welcome to the podcast, Chris.
Yes, meet Chris, the producer of
the man behind the camera for
it all.
A while.
Yeah, I think laws need to come into place before this gets out of hand, because we're going to end up in like an iRobot situation where they're all just going to take over. I don't think we're very far from that at all.
Really?
Yeah, I think it'll be creepy to see them walking around. And Elon Musk saying that it's going to be like 2 or 3 years where you'll be able to buy those things.
Well, I think
for like $25,000 too. Like he said, they're going to be.
Well, I doubt it's going to be $25,000. It's going to be. I think that's when he figures out the manufacturing of them.
Yeah.
So it's
he
like
can mass produce them.
years from now.
But I doubt.
When he hits scale.
Yeah.
No, well, they're saying that like AGI is what, 2 to 3 years away.
Yeah.
Or we already have AGI.
But you mix AGI with actual components, like actual robots walking around the earth.
Yeah, and they'll be able to do things for you, do your shopping, clean your house, right? Like all that stuff.
Show your home, stake your sign in the yard, put the lockbox on the door. I mean, think of all of the things. If you had a robot, you could get it out there doing all your real estate work.
Make your breakfast burrito
with extra sausage. Take your kids to school.
Yeah. I mean,
pick them up from school, take them to all their sports.
If you have a Tesla, you could kind of already do that.
No,
almost
not. Well, you can't put your kid in there yet.
The self-driving stuff that have your hands on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
But don't you think if it weren't for regulators that would be happening?
No, I don't think so. Not
no,
yet.
You don't think so?
I don't think it's quite.
Well, Waymo exists.
Now Waymo does that.
Yeah.
But Waymo is
the what is it? The lidar.
Waymo,
difference?
yes, and Tesla is a neural net, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why
you can't take a Waymo anywhere either. It's only in a set area that they've mapped.
Right.
So but you can have Tesla drive anywhere. It's not like a
I mean, I will say I've taken mine through like construction zones that are changing by the day, and it navigates it very well.
Pretty good.
Well, all right. What about in real estate news? Anything like pressing? I think that just.
I think Open Door got their letter for being under $1 for 30 days.
Did they?
Recently? Yeah. So they'll probably be doing we're going to see a split here shortly, maybe a 10-1, 15-1.
So
you think now is a good time to buy? Like if a split's going to happen? Because if a split happens and it goes to 13 or 15 or
I don't know. It's a reverse. It's a reverse split, so it's not like a bullish split. Where hey, it's getting too high. We're gonna split it and make it smaller, and that's usually when you
want to do that.
Yeah, but on a reverse split, I don't know. I think actually it's worse. It kind of goes down.
Okay,
it's the opposite.
Well, I was just looking at their stock price today. Let's see where are we at today.
Open Door.
Oh my goodness, 59 cents a share. So
that's wild to think.
About a month ago, we posted a video about Open Door and how they were doing, and that video continues to perform really well on our YouTube channel. So I feel like there's probably not a lot of people talking about like Open Door and their business model and what happened and why they're trading at 59 cents right now. It's insane.
It is, especially when you think about that they're still going to buy and sell north of probably 15,000 houses this year.
Right, but they're just losing money.
I know.
And so how do they, I think what Open Door probably needs to survive is new leadership. They probably need lean leadership, people that actually know what it's like to run real estate at scale instead of these, people that thought that they could change the world with their technology. I think it's really hard to disrupt the status quo. I mean, the status quo exists for a reason. Like yesterday we talked about on the Daily Dealio title companies, and we talked about, the movement from that county in New Jersey to like tokenize all of their deeds and put them all on the blockchain. And I think that, title companies exist because they're the status quo, right? It's just like everything that they were talking about at the Bitcoin conference. A lot going on in real estate. We know that rates still kind of are a little bit high, but there are pathways for you to buy a home if that is something that you're looking at doing. And it could be an amazing time to do it. I think of this market, you can go out there, you can actually see multiple homes, you can negotiate on the homes. You don't have to do crazy things like waive your inspections or waive your contingencies because it's so competitive. You can actually get a deal. And so let's leave some parting advice for why this market is the best market in real estate.
Well, there's always going to be the next market, right? The next hot market where it just blows off the top, right? So it's the people that get in right before that when it's easy right now, right? You find there's lots of inventory, but it's just timing that. And I don't know if if you're buying for investment, maybe it's not the best time, but if you're buying because you need a house to live in,
there you go.
It's the best time. So
that's my exact thought too. Is it's like even if you're doing an investment and it's a 5-year strategy that the cap rate makes sense, or a 10-year cap rate, or a 10-year strategy the cap rate makes sense, then go for it. You have negotiation power. There's lots of things that you can do to make the deal happen. And at the end of the day, there are going to be options, right? Like if you're looking at the longevity of that 5 years or 10 years, there's going to be potentially a refi during that time frame. And I think really you just need to make a smart decision on, does it make economic sense for your whatever you're doing in this moment, whether it be to live or to invest.
There you have it. Well, thanks for tuning in. As always, be sure to smash that like button, hit that notification bell so you're updated of our new episodes. And if you have a comment, leave it.